Welcome to Book Talk with Tracy. I am very excited because this is episode 50. I can't believe it. It's episode 50. And in fact, this is the third episode where I'm talking about some plays that I wrote, specifically plays that were published by Jack Pub. Last time I spent quite a bit of time talking about Hook's nemesis. I forgot to mention Dr. Anna Lies, who is Hook's psychotherapist who's on board. But I've, had an episode on the Western Tale, talked a little bit about Little Red in the Hood, Dorothy's Road Trip, and today I want to talk about Allie and the Magic Lamp. You'll notice that I'm sitting in front of some tubs. This one here says Knights and Heroes. I've got fairies back there. It seemed like a good place to sit. I'm in my basement because as a former drama teacher, I have a ton of dress up. And so this is when my grandchildren come over, they dress up and we have lots and lots of things, lots of choices. So it seemed like a good location to talk about these. But yeah, I'm surprised that it's taken me 3 episodes to finally get to Allie and the Magic Lamp. But hey, that's okay. It's, I guess, a good place to be on the 50th episode. So this one is a full-length play. It is a play in 2 acts. It's definitely a longer play. You do need at least 90 minutes of actual performance time, plus you'd have your intermission. And there are opportunities for singing and dancing. So, it could potentially go longer. But it's based on Aladdin, but it's about a girl. So Allie, in fact, is a female, and she's a skateboarding female. She's independent. One of the things as a drama teacher in a high school that I soon came to realize is that there's always a lot more females than males. Usually there's a few guys who are really enthusiastic about drama. And so those you latch onto them because it's really exciting to have some enthusiastic male performers. And then you have a lot of girls, like at least, 4 to 1, maybe 5 to 1 in terms of females. And so one of the challenges is to find plays that have enough female parts or that are that aren't necessarily gender specific, where you can, they can be either or. And so that's one of the things that I found as I was writing plays, and certainly for all of the plays that I've talked about so far, is you want to make sure you have enough female parts. And so that's one of the reasons that when I wrote this play, I decided, well, Allie's going to be a girl because we need more girls in this play, right? And in fact, a lot of the characters in this play are gender neutral, or it can be either. There's really only one character that needs to be a male, and that's the Prince Rashid. But pretty much everybody else can be either male or female. So it makes it really nice in that regard for people producing the play, that maybe don't have that many guys. Of course, there are lots of them can be guys if you have that many, but really you only need one. and that works out really well. So, it is the traditional Aladdin story to a degree, but once again, if you've read any of my plays or seen them performed, you know that I like to twist things around. I like to have some surprises. I like to switch up the characters. So, as I said, Allie is this independent skateboarding girl. And, there's quite a twist there where we have some of the evil characters who are trying to get the lamp from her. We have the prince who is stuck in the castle with his controlling, overbearing mother. He's got this very self-centered fashionista sister, the princess. All kinds of opportunities for extras. So this play actually, the first time I produced it, had a really large cast. Like, I'm sure I had more than 30 students. And in fact, at that time, I was running both an after-school club for high school students, but then I also had a club for elementary school students. So I combined the two, and I had these really wonderful, elaborate market scenes where I used the elementary school kids, and some of those kids had to change costumes like 3 times. So I was so grateful. I had like 3 moms back in the green room who didn't actually get to see the play because they were back there helping all these youngsters change their clothing all the time. But some really wonderful market scenes that really gave the play this sort of a vibrant, exciting feel to it. So, that's one of the things I did love about this play, and I have produced it myself a couple of times. The second time I didn't have that large of a cast or that many extras, but like it does really have that potential to really flesh it out into like a, quite an extravaganza, if you will. One of the final scenes also included a big dragon, so we constructed, quite an elaborate, like a Chinese dragon with the big head and then the cloth body where you needed, 5 people underneath there being the dragon. So just some really wonderful scenes that have the potential to really be elaborate and exciting, or lower key if you need them to be. I haven't mentioned my favorite character though, and that is the genie. So in this case, again, I wrote the play with in mind that the genie would be a female. Of course, it could be a male, but very much a Jersey girl in my head. So the person I kept hearing was Fran Drescher. I don't know, the actress Fran Drescher, but like a New Jersey accent and like, oh no, oh my honey, like that's the voice I heard in my head when I was writing the dialogue for Jeannie. So Jeannie talks too much. Jeannie is opinionated. She's, sort of hopefully can pull off sort of that New Jersey accent, and super fun character. The costumes in this play were just beautiful as well. Again, the first time I did it, I had this wonderful group of parents who were very enthusiastic. And we just had some just beautiful, not saris, but the silks and the sheer fabrics and whatnot. So it was really, really lovely. There's even a carpet. The carpet is a character as well. We had a bag. The kid was inside, with their arms out, and we had the carpet. So it was a lot of fun, and just a really good play. Some really funny puns, if I do say so myself. And a lot of potential for a large cast, and especially a large female cast. I was really also fortunate. The first time that I produced this play, I had a young man who had graduated already. He was a couple of years, he had graduated, but he had been in drama and had been a drama enthusiast. And he really wanted to build the set, or help build the set. So he did some fun things. We had, he built it so that things were kind of on an angle, so it had sort of a cartoon feel, and we had some things that swung around, so we'd swing while one interior would swing around to become the other interior, etc. The second time I produced it, of course, we didn't have the advantage of somebody who was wanting to do that, so it was a lot simpler. But you can it's one of the things that's wonderful about theater. You can make it as simple or as elaborate as you want it to be and as you need it to be. And I will say that, those years writing and producing plays were some of the most fulfilling of my life. It's really fun. So it looks to me like I have waxed on here a little bit longer than I normally like to make these. But I do want to just, again, say, there's some great reading out there. They're fast, they're short, they're humorous. Even if you're not planning on producing a play, you're not involved in theater, they're still fun to read. So I just invite you to head over to my website, tracykraus.com. Noe and Tracy, 2 S's in Kraus. I have to say that every time because people can spell my name a variety of ways. And I hope that you visit me, make a comment. If you've read something I've written, please leave a review. They're gold. And I will talk to you again next time. And hey, I guess seeing as this was my 50th episode, that's probably why I felt like I could go over. So we'll talk to you again next time, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.